Hi everyone, welcome back to my Happy Home Paradise videos. This is part 17. Last episode we went ahead and helped Eric find a vacation house. Now I didn't really complete his vacation house. I think I just did the exterior as I was a bit in a rush. But today I'm gonna go ahead and go back to his house and work on the interior. I'm also pretty excited to see if I can work on the cafe. After all, we did get to know that we can actually expand the cafe and I guess give more counters to it. As far as I remember, there is an update that we can do on that, and definitely I will check on it in today's or in the next episode. Now we did get to know from Isabel that we do have a campsite villager, which I think is really rare for me considering how rarely I do play this game. But since I have actually recently picked up this game, I'm gonna try and see who this villager is. If it's someone that I'm interested in, I'm gonna go ahead and invite them to this island. It also has been quite a few days since I haven't really talked to any of my villagers, and they are definitely surprised to see me around here. I think the main reason for this was the recent release of the Pokemon DLC. If you do play Pokemon games and have Scarlet or Violet game, I would definitely recommend the DLC. The storyline in that is really amazing, just as good as this one. But back to this game, I haven't really visited the resident services building either. So I'm just gonna go ahead check out this recycling bin, which has a lot of items. And I'm gonna just check out the Nook shopping offline. I also haven't really visited Able Sisters for quite some time now, so I would be excited if they have a new clothing line. Alright, here, nothing new. I think KK Marathon is something I already own, so I don't really have to order it. By the way, I am trying to actually get all of the KK Sliders songs. I do have around 50 of them right now, but there are still around 40 of them that I do have to get. Hopefully I'll be able to complete it this time around. Anyway, before we go on to the Paradise Island, I think we should just go ahead and visit the campsite just to see who the villager is. As far as this island goes, if you haven't really gone through the tour of this island, I would recommend checking out that video. I will go ahead and link it right here. It definitely does show how my island was designed and what each of these parts do have. And if you want to have a tutorial on how to do each of these sections, go ahead and check out my earlier videos. I have done a section or picked up a section for each of the videos and have shown a guide for them. We have Lyman. Alright, he's pretty cool, but not something I'm looking forward for my island, so I'm gonna ignore him. But that is all I had on this island right now. Let me quickly make my way to the Paradise Island and I'll see you all there. Alright, here I am. It's another new day and we have once again Niko here greeting us. Let's see who we have here as per the animals. Alright, we have a couple of interesting ones. I definitely need to take at least 2 episodes to go ahead and talk to all of them. I'm pretty interested in most of these ideas. But for now, let me look out for the message bottle, and here it is. Let's see what we've got for today. We have got a message from Molly and a new DIY recipe. So that is pretty cool. Molly, my friend, is always ready to help me. I do have her on my island, so it's pretty funny to actually see her message bottle here. She might have just sent it out from my island and it came right here. Pretty interesting. Heading out into the office, I definitely want to try and buy more furniture from Wardell, as I am actually trying to open up a shop from him, which is something I think it takes a couple of days of you just buying all of his equipments. In this case, he actually did talk to me. This is super exciting. He does really appreciate our business and we are one of the best customers he do have. So he opens up a secret shop just for us. All we have to do is go ahead and just talk to him to open up the shop. I think you'll be able to find the furnitures that you did kind of use to decorate a house here, which you might not have gotten in your furniture category back in your island. This I think is a easier way to fill your furniture catalog, which is something I am myself trying to do. So I'll quickly go down the list, see if there are any items that I did miss, which probably I did. I'm just gonna go ahead and order them. I think you'll be only able to buy around 5 items per day, but I'm still fine with that. Anyway, let me quickly do this offline and I'll see you all in Eric's house. Now, before I talk to Lottie and start my work, I definitely want to check out the ABD machine. At least today's exchange rate is way better than the last two. I think if the exchange rate is around the 200s, I would recommend just not doing it that day unless you need the bells more. In case if Wardell's shop is opened, I would recommend just exchanging the Poki 4 bells when it's in the 300 range, which I actually did today. Anyway, let me quickly check out the app. I think I haven't really worked offline on this game, and that's the reason why you don't see any newer house, but I definitely have to go ahead and go to Eric's house. Before that, I'm just gonna go outside and see what ideas the other animals on this island do have. After all, I do have a couple of them I'm really interested in, especially Ponchi right here. We have painting, which I think is an idea that I have already worked on, so I won't go for that. Here's another one with plants as an idea. I might be able to help this villager, but not this one. Futon is really too small of an idea to create a vacation house on. We also have the fancy as well as the futsal. Alright, will be interesting. But I definitely have to work on the one that I'm really interested in. I really like Eric's idea because it's a hut in the mountain. As for the plants, I might be able to add her on one of these houses. She did say books and plants, so I'm thinking mostly I will work on one of my first houses, which is actually with Eloise. She did have a mysterious library idea. I did add a lot of plans for her house, so that might actually work out. I will look into it later, but here I am in Eric's house. We did get to know that we can actually catch butterflies from our island and release them here on different vacation houses. So that way they will be flying around the house, which is a really cool idea. Definitely something I might work on a later stage. But here is the house. I did go with a winter log cabin design. Everything's very green and cozy in here. And definitely have used most of the log furnitures that were available. Although I must say this is just a single bedroom house. In case if I do add another, I guess, animal to this house as a neighbor, I might have to work on that upstairs. For now, upstairs is gonna be a pretty unique room. Here it is. As you can see, I just went with the random items that I thought would look really cool, especially if you are in a forest or a park. So this is what I did go with. This is not the final design. As a final design, I'll definitely have another house upstairs for another villager. But for now, this is what it's gonna look like. Either way, that is all I had on Eric's house. I know it looks very fast, but I did actually work on this for quite a bit of time offline. I think it's pretty interesting to just go ahead and get newer ideas for each of these houses. So this was one of those, I guess, radical ideas that I just went with. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what you thought about Eric's house, especially this upper room right here. I will leave the name of the house as it is, as it looks really good. Here is gonna be the preview. I will let you all enjoy this one. It's a preview of the upper room. I think the preview this time was a bit unique considering that it was not of a room. I always wanted to keep some outdoor items indoor in the house just to see how it would look, and it definitely looks so good. Look at this photo. Eric looks so happy with this one. So I'm gonna go with this photo right here. But I think I will try and include the outdoor items a bit more inside in my room as well. Just because of how good it actually looks right here. I think the wallpaper and the flooring does match the theme. Anyway, we are going back to the office to get our fee for remodeling his house. Even though this is the first time we're actually, I guess, building the interior. We do get a bit more this time. I guess it's because of the promotion that I just had in my last episode. I think we have around 2 more of them, so definitely want to try and achieve them as well. Now, I definitely want to go ahead and talk to another villager rather than picking up the cafe. I also got to know that we will have some other stuff coming up for other facilities, which will be only unlocked once you do more vacation houses. So that is what I will definitely try to do. The first thing I have to do before anything or before calling a roommate is actually going ahead and making some changes in this house. Anyways, this house was the very first one I created for this DLC, which I think is the same for many people. So the room probably in this house is super small and also does not really have that many furnitures. Although I must say the exterior definitely looks really good. I think I'll keep the exterior as it is. But the interior, even though it is small and super cute, I definitely have to work on this one. Either way, let me quickly talk to her and ask her on her vacation house and give her an idea on having a roommate. There we go. I guess it's time for us to go ahead and head back to the Paradise Island and get her a new roommate. I'm really not sure if I do want to keep it a 2-floor house. But first of all, let me get the other roommate and maybe then I can actually discuss on it. Alright, as for her roommate, she is on the other side of the beach apparently. This always seems to happen. She is right here. Hi Norma, let us get you a new roommate and a new vacation house. That is gonna look super cool. Personally, I really like the mysterious library theme. I think I would have definitely gone with it myself for my house. After all, I am a book lover and I really like to have a library of my own. Let me know in the comment section if you think having a library in your house is super cool as well. Either way, it seems like they are definitely getting along very well, so I am pretty happy about that. I'll definitely be able to incorporate both of their ideas in the interior of the house, just to make sure that I don't touch the exterior, which also does have many plants, so I don't think I have to make any change on that. But there we go, we are heading back to the house. I think this was the first and only house that does have the foggy effect on it. I know that I really don't like the foggy effect that much, but I think it goes very well with the mysterious library theme. So I did go with it for this one. There we go. Let's get inside. Alright, so I am actually doing this offline. So here is the design of the house. It does have 2 bedrooms downstairs. It is a 1-level house. It does have a shared kitchen, but actually does not have a bathroom, which I think is still pretty fine. The main issue I think was that we did not really have enough space. I think if I did actually decrease the size of the room, we might have had it. But this one looks really cool, so I'm going to keep it as it is. I did actually go with the same wallpaper and flooring and didn't really do much changes on the furniture themselves. I just moved some of them around and added another bedroom. Either way, here is the preview for it. Sometimes I do feel that the music for the preview does get a bit old. I really wish they had different themes for it. But since they do have the same one, I guess we have to go with this one. As usual, it is a photogenic house and I did actually take a photo. I'm gonna go ahead and update it. I did really like the outdoor photos, but since we did make some newer changes indoor, I'm adding this one right here. It does have both of the animals enjoying the bookshelf, which I think is super nice. Anyway, let me quickly talk to Eloise and head back to the office. Hopefully we have done some progress. After all, there are a couple of features that you can actually unlock once you do actually go ahead and make more vacation houses. Here we are, and here is Lottie. As usual, she is gonna just welcome us back and give us our payment for working on the vacation house. We did get 20,000. This is a bit more. I'm hoping that I'll be able to go to the next level as soon as possible. She also talks about an idea of expanding the restaurant to have a private room. That one is definitely pretty interesting. Something I might actually work out on the next episode. But for today, that is all I had. I know this is again a bit of a smaller episode, but we definitely did do a bit more progress and gave another new animal a new roommate. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel as it does help me a lot. If you'd like to support me more in a personal way, check out the links in my description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.